All right, we got called up yesterday for some scrap metal pickup, free scrap metal pickup. Figured I'd leave them a pen in the card. They left me a nice little dryer out here. They just bought this place. Somebody told them about me. Dryer for Mr. Bustle. Should be saying scrap 'em with Grandpa, but that's all right. We'll take it anyways. Loading it up. I think we can handle this. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Beautiful thing. Ugh. Next stop, I am heading to the local newspaper. I'm going to put an ad in for a couple weeks. Free scrap metal pickup. We don't just do scrap metal pickup. We're also a roofer. Call us if you need us. Thank you for the goodness. All right, so I just came down and picked up another dishwasher. Now, he told me this thing worked, but it would leak a little bit. So he just went ahead and got another one. But from what he says, it's a gasket. And through the whole cycle of the dishwasher, it would leak about 1/8 of a cup. So he says that the gasket on the bottom has a little spot in it that leaks, and it probably needs a new gasket. But other than that, the dishwasher works perfectly. So I might just bring this one over to my son-in-law and say, is it worth fixing? And then he gave me, he wanted to know if I wanted to buy it. I said, look, everything's digital nowadays, but look at this beautiful little scale he gave me. He gave me this scale because I wouldn't buy it from him because I have 2 scales that are digital and it's not something I needed. But since he gave it to me, scrapping with Grandpa, I'll keep it, put it in my shop. Just in case you're curious where I live, Southport, North Carolina, downtown, quiet little town. We got the Bullfrog Corner, Candy Store, and Animal Kingdom, Southport Trading Post. It's kind of an old place. Old place. We got the Oyster Bar across the street. And we got the State Port Pilot. If I don't get run over. Oh yeah, Moore Street Oyster Bar. Great place to eat. I'm headed to the State Port Pilot. We're gonna put an ad in the paper for scrapping with Grandpa. All right, so this is my entrance to my scrap yard right now. Got all my trailers in the way. Bunch of scrap metal. And what I do is, since all this is mine, until I get my building back here and Silver Scorpion comes buys that trailer from me, I put all my stuff back here. Had it all cleaned up at one point, but haven't had time to do much scrapping lately. But as for today, I just went out and did a little pickup. Man tells me this thing works. I hate scrapping something when they say it works. Oops. He says it has a leak. And he's not sure where the leak is coming from or why. I definitely don't know why. And I just don't know what to do, so I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and scrap it. Said it works. But if he bought a brand new one because this one had a leak, instead of fixing it, and he feels like he knows what the problem is, I can't take something like this and sell it to somebody and say, yeah, it works, but it needs something because it leaks. So I am gonna take off my brass and my copper motors and anything good that I can get out of this thing and sell the rest for shred. So let's get this thing off of here. And away we go. Yes, sir. I'll pull it apart. Get the goodness off of it. It doesn't take long to scrap these things out. A little motor piece. Go to motor here, knock off the plastic. Don't get much for them. If it was easy to get the copper windings out of it, I probably would. But I know I'm going to take some brass and some copper off of this thing. And then I got this washer that I showed you. Oh man, this thing's sitting up tall. Washer that I picked up. I'm going ahead. I always cut my hose out. These things here, I stripped them things for the number 2 copper. Only number 2 because it's fine. It's not thick threaded. I think I should back up a little bit so I can get it a little closer. But like I said, I think I should. I'm just gonna drop this boy off right about. Look at there, I didn't even have to back up. I love that. Not to mention brass and copper. And if I can get it out fairly easy, I'll keep that drum for a burn barrel. What I got that I like most is this piece here. Now I have digital scales. Who uses these kind of scales really anymore today? He wanted to sell it to me, but I have a digital scale that will weigh 600 pounds, and I have another digital scale in my scrap room that weighs up to 100, so I don't really need anything like this. This thing, I guess, weighs up to 130. But I'm not scrapping it, that's for sure. Somebody will be interested in that. It's just if you can find the right person. So, oh yeah, and this nice box I picked up. I've never seen an ammunition box like this before. The guy gave me 2 of them. Generally, you see the ones that have the lid that lifts up, has a little thing you pull up, the lid lifts up. This one does not, so it's definitely a different type of ammo box. But this is the kind of stuff I'm not scrapping that. It's got more value for sure, and I'm sure that does too, so that's not getting scrapped either. But as you can see, my yard is starting to get messy again. And I hate it too, because my building's coming to here. My building's going to start basically right here with my Connex box and go back. And I can't have all this stuff here when I'm scrapping it. Check this old thing out. I might have seen this on a video. Sure, there's an electrician that knows what that is. Check out this grappling hook. I have no idea what it was for, but it's made of stainless steel, I'm thinking. I don't know, it's welded, it's not magnetic. Pretty cool though, I like it. Yeah, here we go. This is the kind of box you normally see. I've seen tons and tons of these type of boxes. But I have never seen like that one that I have in the truck. I don't even know why I have this box out here. It needs to be put away and kept cleaned up, because I sold my last 2 of them. I sold for $10 a piece. I've got another barrel that I need to cut the top off so I can put some more stuff in. I've got all kind. You wouldn't believe the stuff that I have laying around that needs to be scrapped. It's outrageous, really. A little outrageous. Too much stuff everywhere. This does have a bunch of holes in it. That's why there's no water in it. Man, I got my work cut out for me, guys. I have got my work cut out for me, guys. I am just so happy and fortunate that I have a yard like this that I can put stuff in, to be honest with you, and scrap it out as I get to it. Anyways, guys, I got a lot of scrapping to do. This is the kind of stuff I hate the worst. You ever get this stuff tangles up in everything. Light ballast that I picked up the other day. This is actually a deep well pump. Apparently it doesn't work because it's not in the hole anymore. But that's a deep well pump. Pretty interesting, I thought. These things here, a few of them have ballast in them. I'm going to pop the ballast off just because it only takes 2 seconds. I'm going to end up throwing them in a bin, and one day if I ever get enough, I will scrap them out. But until then, I'm gonna sit right there. Yeah, I got my share of scrap. All this stuff here, I'll throw in heavy car steel because I have a whole pile of them right over there. But that's going to be just my car steel. That needs to go over my motor pile. That needs to go in my compressor pile. Hopefully one day I'm going to get to scrapping them. I watched Ian Matthews cut them things down. I think it was Ian with a plasma cutter or something. So yeah, I look forward to that. But whew, come work with me, Scrapping with Grandpa. We got work to do.